Welcome and good morning to Coffee with Cancer. Um, Good morning, Cynthia, my number one fan, and Bill from Papa Rouse has arrived. Welcome, Bill. Glad you've got some internet back. Um, I have a bit of a cold, head stuffed up, runny nose, watery eyes, droopy face. It's horrible. But I'm up, I'm going, I've got my coffee, and I'm on my way. Um, Happy to see you folks here this morning. Small crowd, it's okay. I got out and did some metal detecting over the weekend. I hope you guys did too. I'm trying to think about what I found. I got a pocket knife. I got a pocket watch frame, big massive thing. Um, I got I got some more wheat pennies. Oh yeah, and I got that V nickel. Yeah, life is rough, man. Uh, we got somebody new here this morning, Lane Pretzer. Welcome, Lane. Um, Welcome to Coffee with Cancer. Um, Good morning, Papa Rouse. Bill, happy to see you. I hope you all have a good cup of coffee going. I hope you can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Hey, Becky Davis, good morning. Welcome to the show. Now we're up to 7 people. Holy moly. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm glad you all can hear me okay. Um, so, yeah, I got out, did a little bit of metal detecting this week. Not too much because it's been cold and wet and rainy. Um, but amidst my little bit of metal detecting that I did, I did Bill's, I did Papa Bill's one hole, or was it Reed's one hole challenge, and my one hole, I dug up a 1912 V nickel. Imagine that. Oh, is digging it back here? Digging it back must be. Thank you for the thumbs down. Uh, Charlie is lurking in the background. Joe Strack is here. Um, Shane Kubat, see it my way one. You know, that guy is cool. He is known as the blind treasure hunter. And here's this guy, can't see, out there with a chainsaw, blind, cutting down a tree. Crazy stuff. I saw him throwing axes once too. He's a cool guy, really like him. And he finds some pretty cool stuff. Um, wow, Team Lynch is in here. Welcome, Team Lynch and Digger Dan. Uh, King Clad, welcome, Digger Dan. I got a good crowd this morning. um, so, as I was saying, I have a little bit of a cold. It's the effect of being in New York after being in Florida for so long, and the cold, damp weather is just going right to me and right to my chest. And I've got some medicine. I'm doing okay. I have a affirmation for you folks this morning. The affirmation is, I am resourceful. And with that, it says, I am resourceful. I use creative methods to construct the best possible life. And in that, hey, Mark, good morning. Um, I'm constructive with every day. I get out, I do some metal detecting, I mow the lawn, uh, I go look at the flowers that are blooming. I uh, move in a positive way every day, um, because positivity is the key to cancer, um, or life. The more positive you are, the better you'll be. Um, but it has to be sincere, and I think I'm pretty sincere. Park Rat, not Park Rat, Swamp Rat Nation has made it into the show. Uh, uh, Welcome, Swamp Rat. Uh, Lots of people here today. Wow. Mark Davis and Becky Davis, good to see you both in here this morning. Um, so my winner for the weekend, winner chicken dinner, was to dig that 1912 V nickel, um, and I was expecting a penny. You know, the machine, the way it's set up, it rang up at a 23, 24. I was expecting a penny, and I got a V nickel. And I got that at my favorite permission. Yes, that's right. The 1789 church in King Ferry. Um, Cynthia, your V nickel is coming. I know it is. Somewhere out there. But thank you. Lots of people saying hi to each other. Um, Make sure you mash that thumbs up. I have 8 interactions here. 7 up and 1 down. And 1 down is from, I'm certain, my buddy Charlie, because he it's his signature. It's it's uh um it's a sign of respect from Charlie, to get a thumbs down. I certainly appreciate that. Yes, that was my second V nickel on the same property. And the last time I had been up there, I dug my first buffalo nickel, um, on that property. Um, no date visible, but still, Indians, that day was Indians all day. And that video will be up and available on the 3rd of November, I think. I think that one premieres on the 3rd. Um, uh, anyway, um, did any of you guys get out and do some detecting over the weekend, or what did you do, constructive? What did you do that made you happy? Um, if you all hadn't noticed, I shared a link on my last live for Zach Davis. Zach just started his channel, and it's all about living in the moment. That's how I took it. Live for now, live for today, live in the moment. Zach took photography in college. He's got a real good eye, and his first video I thought was really cool. The touching of uh, petals of flowers and seeds and leaves, and being in that moment and feeling that, and feeling it deep in your soul. It was a very cool video. I liked it. I hope you'll check out his channel. Um, and um, let's see. Team Lynch says they went pumpkin picking with the family. What a go, man! They're gonna cut those things up and then make pumpkin pies out of them. You're gonna put lights in them so that they scare all the little kids when they come up to the house. Um, Joe Strack says, I found my first silver Washington this weekend. Well, congratulations, Joe Strack. I'll tell you, I'll bet you that was like the highlight of your day when you saw that silver pop out of the ground. It amazes me when silver comes up. Uh, it's been down there for 50 years or 100 years. Doesn't make any difference. Silver comes out of the ground, and it's pretty darn clean. You use a little water, spritz it off, and it's shiny and pretty. You know, ooh, shiny. Um, let's see. Digger Dan Clad says I dug trash and more trash this weekend. LOL, and some clad. Well, if you dig the trash, you'll get the clad, and if you dig the trash, you'll find the silver. If there's any silver there, get the trash out of the way, good stuff pops up. It also says I only dug one V nickel in 8 years. They seem just as hard to find as a silver quarter. Oh, no, I would agree with that. Well, no, yeah, I would agree with that. Um, this church property, I've been on that property for 2 years, and last year I dug nothing but trash and more trash and one war nickel. This year I'm still digging trash, lots of square nails, but I changed the settings on my machine as I'm working through the season. And by changing the settings, I've been shooting Park 2 at 15 kilohertz with a swing speed of 4. I changed it up to Park 2 20 kilohertz um, with a swing speed of 5. And and all of a sudden there's all these new targets in the ground that I didn't hear when I was shooting at 15. Sorry about that. Them scammers, they like to call you early in the morning. Um, so if you think about it, when you're going over a property, I start a property with a 6-inch coil so I can get in between, so I can get the larger chunks of junk out of the way, and then slowly get down to where I'm digging wheat pennies and Merc dimes or rosies. Then I put the big coil on, the 11-inch, and I shoot deep. And the more I dig up, the more I find. Um, Now, granted, I'm still finding a lot of nails, but this property has been up there active for 250 years. And so, um, I'm finding uh, military items dating back to the 1720s, buttons. I'm finding coins, um, Indian head pennies and wheat pennies and buffalo nickels and V nickels and Mercury dimes and Washington quarters and rosies and lots of silver. I found very little clad on this property. Um, so you dig your trash, you go back over that property again, and you hopefully you dig something a little better. And that's the best way. That's the best way to do a property. If you can continue to go back. Um, Cynthia Swearing says she spent the weekend with her dad. Good for you, Cynthia. I'll tell you, that's probably the best answer yet. Um, let's see. It's like Team Lynch says my wife usually makes the pies. Well, save me one, just one, because I'm on a diet. Um, 616 Treasure and Rock. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Mark Davis is going fishing tomorrow. Well, Mark, um, what are you looking for? Are you going for trout or salmon? Or I don't know what's running up here right now. Um, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you catch a big one. You know. Um, yes, that's right. Digger Dan Clad. Five. No, I'm using 50 tones in part 2. now at 20 kilohertz and a swing speed of 5. I see Swifty the treasure hunter is here, and he says 50 tones for him. Um, T-Munch says pull tabs 13 to 14 on a Knox, nickels 13. And that's true until you hit a V nickel. 13 on a nickel is a Jefferson. A war nickel could be 13 to 16. A buffalo nickel is 13, but a V nickel is not, because a V nickel is primarily copper, and it rings up like a penny at 24. It's copper nickel. And you're correct. My buffaloes still hit it at 13, and it was much deeper. Hey, St. Lucie Metal Detecting Channel, welcome to the show. Happy you could make it this morning. Mark Davis says the browns and the salmon are running in the creeks now. I'll tell you, I'd love to catch me a big old salmon. I mean, seriously, I haven't done that in, well, I don't want to say how many years, because then you'll know how old I am. Mark, maybe shoot me a call, and maybe I can get out and do some fishing with you tomorrow. Excuse me again. I have this sinus thing going on. It's just horrible. All right, let's see what else. Moto Mining has arrived. Welcome, Moto Mining. Are you still getting gold? Are you still mining gold? Or has it gotten too cold up there? Wow, what a great show. Uh, Treasure Hunting with Swifty says 15 kilohertz swing speed 5. With Swifty, I was doing 15 kilohertz part 2, swing speed of 4. And I adjusted that to 20 kilohertz swing speed of 5. Because there's so many more targets now, I tried running in multi-frequency, but there's, even with the little coil, there's so many targets in the ground that way that I can't differentiate between what is a nail and what is not. So I'm slowly working my way through the kilohertz, through the swing speeds, so that I can pick and choose as I go through the property. Nice. Moto Mining says he got 0.03 grams on Saturday. That's gold, baby. That's what he's talking about, the cheddar. Good for you. I've got a program, Swifty, that I'm running. I'm running Beach 1, and I can't tell you the settings because I don't remember, but I'm running Beach 1, multi-frequency, down in the lower part of the field, and it is picking up some amazing signals. I got the pocket knife. I got several IHPs, and what's up? Oh, I'm sorry. My housemates are out here deciding where to put a picture, I think. So changing your settings can make a big difference on what you're going to find on any given property on any given day. For me, and for this particular property, I'm slowly adjusting my machine as I continue to dig out new targets. When I swing that coil over, park to 15 kilohertz, swing speed of 4, 50 tones, and I don't hear anything, it's time to change the kilohertz. It's trying to change the swing speed, and as I learned, it's time to change the coil because that big coil on the higher kilohertz setting creates too many tones, and I have to slow it down. So I'm back to my small coil, out of the 11-inch back to the 6-inch to get those deeper targets. Um, well, we have 15 people here this morning. We only have 10 interactions. I'd like to ask you all to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you choose. But give me something, man. I mean, come on. Um, let's see. I saw something here. Mono Mining says there's a Knox 800 for 800 here, 800 Canadian here. It's so tempting, but I'm so broke. Well, you know, I don't know. The 800 has the gold mode, so if you've got any nuggets of any kind of size up there in Canada on your mining claim, uh, I'd say get the Knox 800 and run that gold program. Go up there and dig you up a nugget that'll pay for the Knox. Let's see. It does. The Knox goes to 40 kilohertz. It's 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, and 40. And then multi, where you get all of your kilohertz, Shane. Uh, exactly. Shane. Shane says, I watched a video where a guy put his on 40 kilohertz and he found more stuff in his yard. Well, that is correct. If you're running it at a lower kilohertz and you go to a higher, you're going to find more stuff because you're allowing more signals to come through that machine. And I'm by no means an expert with Equinox. I've only had it for, I think, about 8 months now. But as you see things happening, as you see how the machine works, the better you are, the better you get. Thank you, Swamp Rat, for the thumbs up, and Mark Davis for the thumbs up. Swamp Rat Nation says, today I'm going to get the front brakes attached on my adaptive bike and maybe ride over to the park with the detector. Well, I think that's a darn good idea, that you have brakes before you ride over to the park. Oh, I see. Booze. I can't pronounce your name. This is. I don't. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Buscando con. For I can't even begin. But thank you for coming by. It's nice to see you. Frederick Romano has arrived. Welcome, Frederick. We've got a nice crowd here. Motor Mining says, holy crap, 35 KT steady winds. I might have to get some beach footage. Well, I'm thinking you should go to the beach, man. Excuse me again. Wow. I have a very bad runny nose today. So Mark Davis, Mark Davis, give me a call um, on my regular phone, not the. Give me a call on the uh, 9848 number, 9848, and let's maybe make a plan. I would love to catch a big fish. Um, St. Lucie metal detecting. Don't be discouraged by YouTube. Um, Last week I lost 14 subscribers, and this morning I gained 26. It's I don't know how real it is, as far as how many subscribers you actually have or don't have, because YouTube is screwy sometimes. Um, yeah. Shane says, "Is that a bat phone?" What? I don't know what you're talking about. Shane, is what a bat phone? Motor mining, when I first started out YouTube, those numbers drove me nuts because I couldn't figure out why people were leaving so quickly or what I was doing wrong or doing right. And then one day I woke up and said, you know what, I don't care. The number doesn't mean anything. The channel is mine. I'm going to do with it what I want, and I'm going to be myself in the process of doing it. It's like coming here and doing this 30-minute show, or going out there to the field and looking for who knows what. Or this summer I did a little bit of crossbow shooting. I fired off some big guns, but broke my shoulder off. I had a blast. I videotaped pretty much everything, and some of it I put on YouTube, and some of it got YouTube stopped. They said, "Oh, you can't do that," yada yada yada, whatever. Um, the numbers don't really mean anything, you know. You'll have a steady flow of people who come and go because they join your channel, they subscribe to you, and they don't ever watch anything. If they don't stick around, they don't stay. And if they're not watching, excuse me, or interacting, then YouTube pulls that subscription because it's considered not a hard subscription. They're not really subscribing; they're subscribing for a free giveaway. Um, so don't let it upset you when your numbers bounce up and down. It all balances out in the end at some point. Um, Excuse me. So it's been a little cold here in New York, and my my body temperature is going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I've got a bit of a sinus thing going on, um, and um, I'm getting through it. But I haven't been up in the cold here for well 30 years. There's a 2-minute alarm. Um, and so I've got a little sinus thing. I'm taking some tablets to help with that. Um, it's not COVID. I don't have COVID. Um, I'm pretty sure I don't have COVID because I can still breathe okay. I just a little bit loose upstairs. Um, Rob is on a road trip to Misery. I hope that trip is going well for you. Um, let's see. A Swamp Rat Nation says, "Yep, just have fun. If you want to follow and see my adventures, great. If not, great. I am having fun and making great friends." And that's exactly the key. You know, if you're on YouTube to make money, you're, you're on YouTube for the wrong reasons. In my opinion, I'm here to enjoy myself and show off what I'm doing. Um, our time has ended. Our affirmation is I am resourceful. I use creative methods to construct the best possible life. Hold this thought for the day or for a couple of days, and I'll see you all on Wednesday at 9 a.m. for Coffee with Cancer. Thanks for coming by, everybody. See you later.